to him before, but I've always said if I'm in a fight and I'm going to lose, you know, I'm going to go out on my shield. And, you know, the referee obviously seen that I couldn't continue, so nobody could have got me in a better condition. I was bang on the limit on the scale. I felt great. I didn't feel comfortable to let my hands pop for some reason, you know, and that's what he made me do. You know, I've seen great fighters come out, and I've seen him in different fights and be chucking lots of shots, and I've seen him with certain fighters and they don't even chuck many shots that round or in the fight because that fighter makes them do that. He obviously made me do that, and obviously it's different with 8-ounce gloves on, but it was one of them, you know, I got caught with a shot I didn't see.
Now, obviously, Kell Brook came out and he reacted to the TKO loss to Crawford. He said no excuses. He was the better man. He also added that he was in the best shape of his life. He never felt better when it came to making weight. He said it's simple as Bud caught him with a punch that he did not see coming. He didn't know what happened. I didn't know what happened. I was watching the fight. I didn't know what happened till the fight got stopped. I had to watch it on replay. It was so quick and it was just so short. Normally, you don't see somebody get hurt that much to that extent with a short, sharp jab or a hook, whatever it was. You just don't see that. Not at this level against a guy that has an iron chin. We saw Canelo when he fought Amir Khan. He lost arguably the first 5 rounds. Definitely the first 4. However, he got the victory in the 6th round. He was 2 weight divisions above Amir Khan. Amir Khan doesn't have the best chin in the world. He caught Amir Khan with a perfect punch with that overhand right. However, when Amir Khan fought Terence Crawford, everybody said, listen, Amir Khan, he's going to possibly outbox him early because Terence is a slow starter, supposedly. But what did Bud do? He countered him with the overhand right that it took Canelo Alvarez 6th round to land that punch. Bud landed it in the 1st round. I don't even know if he lost the round against Amir Khan, just to show you what kind of talent we're dealing with. So, you know, obviously, Kell Brook, he didn't know what came at him. Bud, what he was doing, he was waiting for Kell Brook to commit to come in and counter, and that's exactly what he did. Obviously, Kell Brook came out and said he wanted to go out on his shield. He's a warrior. He does not want to be saved by the bell or by the referee. But I'm glad the referee stopped the fight because I didn't want to see Kell Brook get hurt because of the fact that he's a warrior. He always fight the best. He gave Errol Spence his first opportunity at greatness. So I always respect Kell Brook for fighting the best. He fought Gennady Golovkin. He fought Errol Spence and not Terence Crawford. For the people that say, oh, well, he only took this fight to get paid. Nah, he really wanted this fight. He'd been calling for this fight for a year, and he really felt like he could beat Bud Crawford. If it was for the money, he would not have taken this fight with a pay cut. I heard he got paid like $2 million. That's nothing compared to what Amir Khan got. And I think Amir Khan got $5 million guaranteed plus pay-per-view revenue, which probably turned out like $7 million at the end of the day. So the fact that Brook took this fight for a pay cut, $2 million, chump change, just to prove that he could beat Bud, you got to give Kell Brook his respect. Like I said, he's a warrior. I'm glad that the referee stopped the fight because it's one thing if Brook got stopped while he was defending himself, looking at Terence, but he was looking away from Terence. He was trying to get away, and he wasn't aware where he was at in the ring. He was just getting punched around. He was all over the place. When you get punched by haymakers while being blindsided, it's over. So I'm glad the referee stopped the fight. But like I said, he's a warrior. He took this fight for his legacy, and he showed his class in the ring and out of the ring with his class act by not making any excuses, claiming that, you know, obviously the better man won tonight. He was in shape. Like he stated before the fight, he felt like, I didn't say this, he felt like that he was in the best shape of his life, in a better shape than he was against Porter and Errol Spence. Obviously, I don't know how accurate that is, but I'm not Kell Brook. Kell Brook said it, so I have to believe the man. Right. You know what I mean?
Like before, I don't know if you remember this, but I was talking about how the odds were pretty ridiculous about them being 15, 14-1, 25-1. But then I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I felt as if Terence Crawford put that 25-1. he showed that 25-1 like reason why everybody was just like everybody was betting on him. Like, damn, maybe he was that type of fight. And that's not knocking on Kell Brook, because like Kell Brook said himself, he's in the best shape of his life. That's coming from the man himself, so you can't deny that. But I don't know. I'm me personally. I was just really impressed with this. He did him out worse. He did him in 4 rounds. Coming off the win. Kell Brook went all in for this fight. You could tell he put in the work like he hasn't put in the last couple of years. So my thing to you, do you think this pushed up Terence Crawford even more now that he's fought a bigger welterweight? Like this shows you like because even though Kell Brook doesn't necessarily fight like Spence, people were always saying like, oh, Spence may be too big for Crawford. You think that kind of dumbed down that conversation?
Yeah, it answered a lot of questions. Like, remember, leading up to this fight, they were saying, "Oh, Terrence got a suspect chin. Oh, he can't take a punch," you know. And we know Kell Brook could punch. So the fact that he took that chocolate brownie and he didn't get dropped, he ate it. And on top of that, he stopped and name opponent. We never seen Terrence against a name opponent at 147. Everybody complained, "Oh, we haven't seen this, we haven't seen that." Man, we never saw Kell
I'm
Brook,
tired of that.
huh?
I'm tired of hearing people say
Yeah,
that.
so it's like
Give the
that's
man
what
his
I'm
credit.
saying. This right here proves that he fought a name opponent that supposedly was in a good shape, and he stopped him in a spectacular fashion. Like Kell Brook, he looked spectacular in the first 3 rounds. All of a sudden now, oh, he was washed. Like how is he washed? He didn't get knocked out to the body and got broken down. No, he got knocked out by one punch. We never saw Kell Brook get hurt by one punch because, like I said, Terrence power is real. His skill is real. All these fighters must recognize that 147 Crawford is a problem because he got power, he got speed, he got
Yeah.
skill, he got strength. He's physically strong. So yeah, what was your take on that? You think he proved to the world that he could hang in there with the best of the best and dominate?
No question about it. This not even a conversation anymore. I mean, if people aren't looking at it, this man is coming into welterweight fight and it's stopping everybody he comes across. There should be no question in his power. Regardless of whether you think he's fought the top 5 welterweights, you can't say 147 isn't a division that Terence Crawford can dominate, can win at, because he's beating top fighters. I mean, people want to say, "Oh, it's about Kell Brook and this." Kell Brook's not a chain fighter. Let's not forget he got dropped by Daryl Spence, and yeah, got hit by Triple G. But this is Triple G we're talking about. We're talking about Triple G. Everybody looks chinny against Triple G, so that's not really saying.
He didn't
Knocked
even
down
get
against
hurt,
Spence,
and he didn't even get hurt like that
yeah,
against Triple G.
yeah. But Terence Crawford rocked him. He knocked him across the other side of the ring. Like if you looked at Kell Brook's face, this man had no idea what hit him. He was still like trying to figure out where he was in the ring. Like
Right,
that's the type of punch he hit him with. And that was
right.
a short jab or just a right punch because with Crawford he has punching power on both hands. So that just shows you Terence Crawford we already knew that Terence Crawford had the skills. Now we also know that Terence Crawford we already knew, but there should be no question now. Because regardless of whether you think Kell Brook is washed or not, even though I don't, Kell Brook's a big welterweight. And knocking down a big guy like that, you gotta have some dynamite in your hand. So that shouldn't even be questioned. It's, I thought Crawford could stop Kell Brook, but I wouldn't have put it. I'm gonna be real with you. I never would have bet that Terence was stopping from the third round. I thought it'd be in the later one. To
And
be
not
honest
like
with you,
that.
I
Yeah,
thought
me
that was
too. I had a late
yeah,
round prediction, like around 11 after he break him down. But just to knock him out with a
yeah.
single punch, you know what I'm saying? Have him stumbling all over the place. Like you said, Brook didn't even know where he was. He was like, "What happened? Why you stop the fight?" He got stopped getting hit by shots that was hitting him while he was blindsided. Like he wasn't even looking at Crawford. He didn't even know where he was at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it just show you how real his power is. So it's just mind blowing to me to hear people say, "Yeah, they try to take credit away from Crawford." Like, "Oh yeah, well Brook is he this he that he washed." Nah, you saw what kind
No,
of
you
shape
just
he
buy
was
it.
in.
You just buy it.
Yeah, he's just
You're not.
Crawford is just that the baddest man on the planet right now. That's all it is.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. Like I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Manny Pacquiao fan. He's my favorite fighter. But even I could say from that standpoint, 41-year-old Manny Pacquiao, I guarantee he probably wants no peace. I think the fight he's probably going after next, if he was thinking about Terence Crawford and Mikey Garcia just became the top choice right now at this point.
Yeah,
And that's
man.
not downing Manny Pacquiao, but
Right. Yeah.
Terence Crawford has been for years for Manny Pacquiao a high risk, low reward fight, and it just became even higher.
Shit, it just got higher. Fighting Crawford is a suicide mission, man. That's a suicide mission.
Nah,
You know, if you want to know what it's like to jump off a bridge and just suicide, that's Pacquiao fighting Crawford. And I'm just being honest, man. And I think Crawford being...
Hold it, you're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I still got the world. I still got the world. I still got the world.
I bear witness there's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. That's what I said, Larry, on the Bungle fight. Thanking you.
They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.